Okay, so let's talk about momentum trading and gold and silver. Okay, so we have some pretty interesting swings with the price and everything. A lot of that is to be expected. They are assets that do attract a lot of momentum traders. And even just looking at videos on gold and silver, whenever the price starts to go up, you get 100 different videos popping up on YouTube saying, "Silver to the moon! It's happening now!" I'm sorry, but it's just that's not the way things work. When the price goes up, that means it's expensive typically. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a random guy on the internet, but when it comes to all assets, typically once the price rises, it's expensive and it's not really a great buy. When the price goes down to a certain point, it starts to become a good buy in my opinion. A lot of these different assets, it's not just gold and silver, there's a lot of things. There's many people in March of 2020 that sold because things were going down. Well, what a mistake that was. Now if you sold before things went down, that's the right move back then. I was lucky enough to pull that off. But that is luck. That's not, oh, I'm a genius, I'm Einstein. That's just luck. That's just creating a system that tells me when to hold off, and that system times everything for me because I'm not smart enough to time the markets. I'm just not. I've never met one person that knows exactly what's going to happen tomorrow or the day after, or even throughout the rest of that day. I've never met one person with foresight like that who could see into the future and know exactly what will happen. Never met anyone that can do that. That's why I'm only saying it's typically a good buy when assets, investments, things like that go down, and it's typically a bad buy once things go up. But we have a bunch of silver that's being sold now. Everyone wants to buy their physical silver. Then everyone's saying now's the time to buy. I've seen so many videos on this, so much on Bloomberg talking about silver and how far it could potentially go up. I didn't buy into any of that. That's just momentum trading. Silver and gold, they like to attract a lot of momentum traders. Now I find gold isn't really, it's not that asset that's getting momentum traded like a lot of others. Silver definitely has been, I can't say for sure, but I really cannot see how there's not a momentum trade with silver. There's a lot of people who, once the price went up with that a couple weeks ago on Sunday when the markets opened because of the short squeeze and everything. No, as a pump and dump. But there's a lot of people who I see now they're only buying gold. But while the momentum was there, while prices were at its peak, I've literally seen people saying, hey, buy silver at $100 an ounce. You go on eBay, I remember that weekend I went on eBay, I saw things were actually selling at those ridiculous prices. I had to tell a few people, no, you do not need to pay me that much for a bar or for a round. Silver is not that expensive, trust me, it's okay, you do not need to pay me that much. I've actually had a couple of those conversations with the bars and rounds that weekend that, nope, if silver goes to 1,000 ounce, who cares? That's great for me, but no, I'm not selling these for that much. I'm not trying to rip people off. That's just kind of my opinion on it, though. And I just think it's kind of crazy how different the attitude is to a lot of stackers say, oh, stocks and everything are way up and up and up and up, but there's not all stackers. Most people who stack are extremely reasonable people, extremely smart people, But I find it's not like I don't want to say throw any investments under the bus or anything like that. I'm not trying to trash talk here, but it does typically get more of this momentum trade than other assets. And it's something that you have to be careful about when you do see these price swings. A lot of that is not based on any fundamentals. It's people who they could still be undervalued as it goes up, but it's based on emotion most of the time, not fundamentals, what's going on in the future, what the supply and demand. A lot of people who have bought silver during that squeeze were saying how I've seen a lot about how silver's going to keep going up and up and up and up and up. They haven't even touched on what the supply is right now, what the demand is right now. How could you possibly say that silver's going to go to 1,000 an ounce because of some traders on Reddit? That makes no sense to me when you do not have any research done about the supply and demand aspects of everything behind it. And that's kind of my thoughts, my opinions. I just think everyone should be well aware and just prepared for momentum trades in silver, in gold, in a lot of other assets too, but I find these get more of a momentum trade than those other assets. And that basically sums it all up. A lot of pumping, a lot of dumping as we've just seen. And yeah, please like, share, subscribe. Once again, go subscribe to the Maddest Stacker if you have not already. New channel for Mad Stacker. And before he gets his first live, let's see if we could get him up to at least 250 subscribers. So yeah, stay positive. See you next time. And I would also love to know all your thoughts on the momentum trading going on with silver gold. If you think there's a lot, if you think there's a little, what you see with that, I'd love to know. But yeah, sums it all up. Stay positive. See you next time. Thanks.